The same thing Sunday Igboho is fighting for. The same thing. And a young man wake up, call Nnamdi Kanu, say my people are being marginalized. You went to kidnapping in Kenya. The same thing Sunday Igboho is fighting for. The same thing Aziz is fighting for. The same thing Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. So why is Nnamdi Kanu different that you sentence him? You are beating the drum that you cannot dance. And when it comes, I and you will be here. The way you call Igbo said, Igbo never opened their mouth to say Lagos is no man's land. That word was spoken by Alhaji Lateef Jakande, the former executive governor of Lagos State. May his soul rest in perfect peace. He said it wasn't Igbo people. Let Igbo breathe. Igbo this, Igbo that, Igbo this, Igbo that. What is wrong? You go to Ondo, go to all this northern part of Nigeria, go and see what the Igbo people do there. Go to Kano, go to Futawa Baliwa Square, go to Tafa Baliwa Street, go to Southern Kaduna, Kafansha, Kagoro, Gidanwaya, Godogodo, Mancho, go and see. In my state, in Ondo, come and see what Igbo people are doing there. Igbo people, they will turn desert to the city. But what do we do? I'm a Yoruba man. When Yoruba make money in abroad, they go home, they say, Lela Bosimioko. But anywhere Igbo man find themselves, that is where they belong. They build the place. So until you realize that your politician, Igbo has no problem. And I can tell you, if they separate themselves today, me and you, we are here. But why are you still afraid of giving them? Look at me, screen record me. I don't care. I'm a typical Omo Yoruba ni mi, abi mi londo, mo dagba sondo. Let me tell you my pedigree nondo. Emi Omo Lujo mo dobore so de owo pa. So me not think say na one Igbo guy dey talk. And I've been in this job of military for 35 years. I have 2 years to go. So until we begin to tell ourselves the truth, that Igbo is not our problem, but the politician, your vice president today, these are the people that started Boko Haram, Kasim Shettima, himself and Modu Sharif. But today, is your vice president. Your president's son sitting one by one with Gumi, eating cola. You didn't say anything, but you keep mentioning Igbo, 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 Igbo. You push Igbo people to the wall, and that's why they went back. Look, moderator, I'm really hot. Let me stop here, because if I'm beginning to...
My Yoruba brothers, una good morning, no. Let me use an Yoruba intonation to greet you this morning. Benny, good morning. Karo. Ndi Benny is no going to laugh or toto ya. When you wake up, it becomes your own morning. So I'm laughing because I'm beginning to see that what we are running away from is what is actually happening these days. Andi Bokuroko sin amaji silisi po osiodu po. In case you don't understand the idiom or the proverb, it means that if the yam refuses to grow from the head, it must surely grow from the tail, because even the tail of the yam is a seed for the yam to grow. Why am I happy? They want to bury us in the Igbo, but we are seeds. The word with pigs are seed. If you follow Jesus, he said the word as pigs are seed. I mean, this word as seed, they have spirit, they have life. When they go into the ground, they grow and germinate. So there was a deliberate intention to eliminate Lord Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because everybody fell. Hey, he wants to divide Nigeria. He wants to separate us. He's the one causing problem. He never even reached 3 months where they sentence him to jail. Everywhere Nigeria now want to divide. Physically, not just talking online. I laugh in pidgin English. Once again, Benny, in fact, it's happening before our eyes. That everybody is now shouting at Willow, I want to go my separate way.
Niger people, we don't reach where we they go. Yes, so as we they talk, so some people carry map of Nigeria, they spread them for in front of their on their table. Not before Nigeria here, for abroad. They look. The noise of Nigeria is too much. They kill themselves, they swallow themselves, they roast themselves. We don't want any problem in that area of the world. I want to divide them. Even our president, we say they don't know where he go. Say he missed for 2 weeks. I suspect saying that this arithmetic you go do. Because they talk and say, some people say a document, a leakage from the presidency is that the presidency is planning United States of Nigeria. Foul. We don't want United States of Nigeria. We want United Federations of Nigeria. We don't want United Mushroom States of Nigeria. We want United Iroko Federations of Nigeria. You know, say, if you go farm, you won't pick mushroom now. Now cutlass they take pick up. Not be hand. Put them for basket, put them for head, they go. After you don't divide yourself, finish. You say you don't finish working. You can't get United States of Nigeria, United Mushroom States of Nigeria. Then when Sharia states come, they will combine together, come they pick us one by one, they chop. No way. Now may we talk how we go divide them. Anybody who want help Nigerians now, you should know that if you want to divide Nigeria, the most important factor now is Sharia. The second one is culture and language. Now, may we look at where. Now, if we want to divide Nigeria, let us follow it how we go divide them. The Sharia states of Nigeria, about 10 of them, from Zamfara to Borno, all of them will come together and form Sharia Federation of Nigeria. That's now one Iroko. Then the Middle Belt, which consists of all the minorities in the north, and even the minorities where they join majority, like Southern Kebbi, Southern Kaduna, Southern Gobe, maybe Southern Bauchi, then Adamawa and Taraba, where they join Sharia state before. All of them, they will gather them together into the Middle Belt. That is Middle Belt Iroko Federation. Then, Oduduwa Federation. Oduduwa Federation is anywhere where they call Wa, where Wa is their come. You know, say na Wasobia will be for. Where Wa is their come, right? Those ones, like the Yoruba speaking area of Kwara State and Kogi State, all of them go join their people waiting for Southwest now. They'll form Oduduwa Republic. From anywhere in the South, where Wa still they hear Wa or they speak Wa, all of them will form Oduduwa Republic. Now the East, Biafra, anywhere where they talk Bia neighbor, Bia Biko, come Joe. All of them, either you say you be Igbo, Abikwere, Abikwa Leo, Abikwani, all of them, pata, so far, even from Benue, anywhere in Benue where they speak Bia, because Igbo people still dey Benue, where the military soldier people use their biro, use their Fulani biro, carve, all those carve where they carve this one, join this one, carve this one, join this one, so that you know get power. May they divide and rule. All those ones, anywhere, Bia Day for Kogi, Bia Day for Benue, all of them, they will gather them together. Bia Day for Delta, all the Bia way they Delta, all of them, they will gather themselves together and form Biafra Republic. Then, you get one region where they create, those days, Midwestern states. That Midwest now, all the people where know they speak Bia, where know they speak Wa, where they in between Wa and Bia, all of them can form Midwestern Federation. So now, we see that we can have Sharia Federation Republic, we can have Middle Belt Federation Republic, Oduduwa Federation Republic, Biafra Federation Republic, and Midwestern Federation Republic. That is 5. And these ones, each federation is a republic. So we are now United Federation of Nigeria, United Federations of Nigeria. Anybody where this one no please, then option 2 be say Sharia Republic go by itself. Now we say we won't divide Nigeria to pieces now, where everybody will bear a name. So we have Sharia North, they will call themselves any name where they want. The Middle Belt, Federation go call the name any go dey by him own. No, you no get any. It's a federation by itself. Then Oduduwa go get him own federation by himself. Then Biafra go get his own federation by himself. Then Midwest go get his own federation by himself. If they like, they fit sign MOU with each other. If they like, everybody dey him own. Who wan go from one place to the other go carry him own passport. Finish. So it's either that we also give and take and be reasonable and get an arrangement that will consolidate Nigeria to greatness, or if we no agree for our craze too much, then everybody go your own way as God created us from the beginning. Now British now come bring us together in one basket. Now make God where everybody go as God created them in those days where they dey. Where Yoruba and Igbo and Middle Belt dey, where they jollificate together, nobody be Nigeria. So that is the thing. So if we cooperate, we'll march into greatness. If we not cooperate, we still march into greatness in pieces. That's all.
I saw a video of a Benue guy shouting, "We are not Northerners, we are Middle Belt." I see another video of people shouting, "South is our region. We want to create Niger Republic." So what is now the difference between what Kanu is saying and what all of you are saying? What is now the difference? Hypocrites of the highest order. So at the end of the day, Kanu has been vindicated. It means that what he's saying is absolutely true. The same Fulani that all of you are running away from today is what he has been criticizing for years. No wonder the Igbos call him a prophet, saying Onyabu prophet, because everything he said, predicted, are coming to pass. If truly what the Americans are pushing are going to happen, is it not true that one magazine American said is true, that Tinubu will be the last president of Nigeria? If truly what Americans is pushing come to pass, and Nigeria is divided whether into 2 states or into 3 or 4 states, it's not the same thing he said. Kill him because he's an Igbo man. Kill him. So all of you want to say the same thing he's saying, but all of you are angry because it's an Igbo man that is saying it. Because it's an Igbo man that wants to be free. Ndị ara ndị ocho. Ndị nkịta lachara ike. Anyway, I'm happy that it's an Yoruba man that is saying this. I'm so happy. I'm so happy it's an Yoruba man that is saying this. That's why I say that I don't want to generalize some information or criticize people based on generalization, because that will tantamount of me assuming that everybody is the same. There's a benefit of doubt that some people are not going to be. Some people are going to think differently from the box. That is the truth. But today, we are beginning to see that almost everywhere in Nigeria, what is trending now that if Nigeria will divide, we want to be this. So you want Nigeria to truly divided, but you are criticizing the Igbos for agitating for their own state of Biafra. You want Nigeria to be divided. Automatically, it means that if Tinubu step down now, Sunday Igboho will come back to start agitating for Oduduwa Republic. I laugh a bit in English. Who is fooling who? Who is deceiving you? Is it not obvious that most of you have accepted that the unity will not work? This is why people like us are agitating for regional government. But if we talk and say, let people man for regional government, now you see degree 34. That is what's for the unity, the regional government, and bring unity government. Now you have 50-something years after Agui Rose have been killed in 1966. You have not been able to change the unitary system to regional government. Who are you blaming? An Igbo man, let's assume what you are saying is true. Let's assume it is Agui Rossi that united Nigeria and remove regionalism. Because as of 1966 January, when Agui Rossi took over, there are 4 regions in Nigeria. The northern region, the western region, the Midwest region, and the eastern region. Now you claim that an Igbo man removed the regional government within 6 months, January 1966 to July 1966, when Gowon took over. Why haven't you since 1966 to today, which is 60 years, and change it? Igbo man has not ruled Nigeria since then. It is between Yoruba and Hausa and Fulani. Yet, you still point finger to somebody who did something within 6 months, but you have 50 years to correct it. You did not correct it. You have brought all these different mechanics. You claim, is it not for you to say, okay, I cannot repair this motor, let the person that spoiled it come and repair it. As it is today, Igbo man is vying to be the Nigerian president. And everybody knows that if an Igbo man entered there, he will do better than all of you. He will change the system. But no, he will separate Nigeria. Igbo man will never rule Nigeria. Oh yeah, now, why are you not shouting that you want Nigeria to divide? The North are the one crying now. You don't want to. Why don't you change it to regional government? You that have been having power since. Because you know that once there's a regional government, the crude oil wells, the oil wells that your Sultan of Sokotos and your emirs and all those northern people have in the south and in the south and the southeast, they will lose it. Selfish individuals and hypocrites. And instead of you to come online and address the main issue, you are crying foul and a wolf. This is the problem we have in 21st century. Nigerians who are hypocrites, who doesn't want to face the truth. Well, I really thank God that a day like this has come. That it is not the Yoruba elders that are speaking up. That man claimed to have been in the service for 35 years, meaning that he's not a kid. And this other man is an Yoruba elder. So watch the next video and see where the Yorubas are the one telling the Fulanis that the quest they are into to divide Nigeria will be the one that will destroy Nigeria. I'm out of here, Joe.
Let's look at the Fulani question clearly.
Yes.
Where is the Fulani question taking Nigeria?
Well, there's only one way it is taking Nigeria, is to destroy the country, to destroy the space. Well, it has destroyed the country.
Like this has come. That is not the Yoruba Fulanis, that the quest they are into to
country, to destroy.
All right, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. I decided to play this for this is almost 70 to 80 minutes. I have not even said any word. The reason is because I want you to listen to this video, and we are going to start. I want us to start with it. We have other things to discuss about in this live broadcast. If you are going to join us, honestly, you are not going to miss anything, because we have something to. We have to learn from others. Do you understand? I supposed to have started this program on time, but I was a kind of engaged with many things today. So today has been a very busy day for me. But I thank God that I make it for this to be here now. And I can see some of us are here already. You are welcome. You are welcome. And I will start by greeting you. I started, I see you. I see you, and all you are God. In fact, let me start from the beginning, okay? Because some of us have made a comment before this ones.
century.
I want to pause it here because after my comment, I want you to hear what they said here.
Meaning that he's not a kid.
Let me.
And this other man is an Yoruba elder. So watch the next video and see where the Yorubas are the one telling the Fulanis that the quest they are into to divide Nigeria will be the one that will destroy Nigeria.
Now listen, I'm gonna pause it here. We are coming back to that, and like I said, if you can give us your ear this hour, you will learn something from this video. Amadi Chigozie is here with us. I greet you. You are the first to make a comment here, and Frank Okoye, one of us, our brother. I greet you. Chidebube, I see you. You're welcome. Kade Chiazo, you're welcome. Chiazo, you're welcome. I see you. Martin Dewo to you. Frank Okoye again. Greetings. Jenny Biafran. You're welcome. And Frank Okoye again, as you join, hit the like button, please. Very, very important. You know, live program like this later one need your support. Always need your support, because if you don't like it, the video may be somehow stagnant. And what we're about to discuss is not just one thing. We're going to touch other things and other things and learn from those who know better than we do. That is those who have been in acting service. When Nigeria Army have some, do they even have any reputation? But when they were still better than what it is now. And what happened in the past? The history of Nigeria has been changed. That's why you see some people from Yoruba land. There's one guy that I always receive his notification. What he do in his own content creation is just to always give fake history against Igbo people. There was a time I discussed about him here, but I think I have to master his name so that way. But telling you his name is a kind of advertising his platform for you. And you know our people now, once you are talking saying negative things about Igbo, that is the best way to grow your platform. If you're Nigerian, the easiest way to grow your platform is to start cooking up nonsensical story against Igbo tribe. Because Igbo, we are kind of, we are very rationary. We want to react on everything. By so doing, our people will start following you, commenting, even though the comment will be a kind of argument and negative ones, but algorithm don't care. They will still keep on spreading that video because of that. So many non-Nigerian, non-Igbo people are taking advantage of that. Once they want to grow the platform, they find a way to pick on Igbo people, and by so doing, Igbos will be, will be on their page to react. That's why I don't want to often show that guy's platform, because that is kind of advertising him to our people, which I don't want. Now, but if you listen to him, you understand what I'm talking about. They always want to go against our people just like that. Frank Okoye, I see you. And Bullion said, okay, just hi, I know that. Okay. He said, that Yoruba man is a son of his father. That's true. Bullion said, greeting my Biafrans family over here, and to you, especially Mazekai, walking, talking statistics, content creator, and our media warrior, all hail Biafra. Honestly, I don't know if what you said is an insult or a praise. which one walking, talking? Mazekai, walking, talking, content, statistic content creator. Honestly, I don't know if you're insulting me or you're praising me. I actually don't know. But anyway, you're welcome. Good evening, Mazekai. Greeting from my side. Greeting to you, our brother Olochua God bless you for joining us. And that he's a official member of the platform. I can say that. Thank you so much for that. Uncle Jerry said, good morning, Mazekai. Reports from my end. I greet you, Jerry. You're welcome. This is Jerry. You're welcome. And Amadichi Gozie, our brother. MNK is still in the prison, and you guys are talking about dividing Nigeria. Dag like this. You think about it, too much. I really like it. Okay. One Siri, I see you. And Asatina is here. Greetings to you. And Asatina dropped a very long note. He said, don't mind them. The same thing they are doing with the issue of the sit at home. They are now supporting it after leading Mazi Simon Ekpa on the cross for supporting the people to sit at home. Which I think I said it in my last video yesterday, earlier today, not yesterday. And good morning, Mazekai. That's from Kevin. Kevin is here with us. And say hello. That comment get leg. And now, thank God. No, oh, come across on my favorite water. Thank God, and I'm not confirm again because how can you talking walking? But I don't know. He sounded like as if he actually loved kind of but by Bob, we couldn't get us that. Anyway, hi, greetings to you. Okay, I greet you. Now, these are the people that made a comment in this live broadcast because, like I said, this is a late hour broadcast and uninformed people are not actually here. But I have to run this program to the end the way I want it. Even if it's 3 people watching, I will do that. So all I need from you, no matter how many of you that are here, hit that button. As I'm talking to you now, only 21 people have liked the video, and people that have seen this video is 110 people have watched it already. Okay, and the statistics, the number is quite poor. Like I said, we are going to run it from beginning to the end. I'm not going to skip anything. Now, let me before I play this video again, I told you that there's something I want to comment on that. Have you noticed that anybody commenting sensible, like commenting sensibly, that are from Southwest, which is Yoruba land, if you divide them into 3, talking about people that use their brain to comment, not those sycophants, those tribal bigot, not them. I'm talking about somebody that can make a comment logically, with truth with their own sincerity, telling you the way things are, what the person know. If you divide them into 3, 2 of them are those that have worked in Nigerian security forces like Army, Navy, Police. Those of them have been in the government. They have not. I'm not talking about governors. No, I'm not talking about politicians. I'm talking about those that have been in security architecture of Nigeria, that have served from Southwest. Gan interview the person. The person, their comment always excellent. They don't, because they have seen this iniquity, this evil that are hiding from me and you, that made them not to teach anything like history in the school, that made them not to talk about what happened the way it happened. They always figure out a way to hide it and present it as if Igbos are the problem of. Do you know that if Nigerians talk about the economy, they'll tell you Igbo is the problem. If they don't have running pipe, like running water, clean water across Nigeria, if they are lacking, Igbo is the problem. If there's anything like let's say economic hardship or maybe inflation, they will tell you Igbo people are the one, because they are the one in charge of economy and trade. That anything in commerce is about Igbo. Anything about transaction, economy and all that is Igbo. Even though they're the one in the government. If they have anything like earthquake or let's say landslide, Igbo people, that the way they're building in every way is too much. They are the cause. If the oil is not in their land where they want it to be, Igbo somehow is the cause, even though it's a natural gift from God himself. They will link it back to Igbo. Reason why they're doing all those things is simply because they know that you, Igbo people, are the only person there that is far better than you. You are better than them. If you present anything in competition, you are going to win them. It is very, very obvious. Anything competition, anything that is let's say office that you people that to lead that office or any organization are anybody that merit it, that you want to employ somebody by merit, not by tribe, not by region. Igbo people will be everywhere. Like I said, there's a video that we are going to play this broadcast that we explain it better. Even me, I was like, it's a short video though. I was like, wow, we learn every day. After I would listen to that, my perception about Zeke, most of you that follow me here, you must have watched my video where I criticize Zeke. very, very, very well. That my idea somehow is shifting. Because that is what our people are going through. They always want to frame you up using even your people. So that because the best way to make these lies to look real is when after cooking it up, look for somebody from that tribe to solidify it by adding their voice. That's the way to deceive you. Once they can achieve it, it will become history. But the truth always somehow find a way to surface. And once it comes, people that have free spirit in them will be the first to grab it. If you are being polluted and you are not straightforward, you are not pure, it will take you time. You have to clean your house for you to put a good thing. Once you put a good thing on top of a dirty environment, that thing that you could drop there will become dirty as well. That's why people do clean up. If you want to, if you dust your chairs, you wash your curtain, you clean your house, you don't need to, for example, you don't need to just clean your chair, wash everything, wash your sofa, clean everything, and refuse to sweep the floor. Because after dusting it, once you put it back again, you're putting it on top of another dirty environment. So that's why you sweep the floor. What do I mean by that? You must understand that when you are trying to be real and trying to be truthful, you have to remove anything sentiment and be focused. As long as Nigeria is concerned today, our people are not paying attention. That's why we don't even know anything about Nigeria while you're growing up. It was maybe your adult age, you started finding things for yourself. I grew up in the East. For me to even travel to cross Bini, to the name of going to Lagos, I've already grown up. All right. So it's not as if they're born you in Lagos or not. No. For me to even step my foot on the northern side, I'm already an adult. I did not even go to holidays. So what I'm trying to say is that I grew up in the East, but I hardly see any elderly person, be it my parents or our grandparents, gathered us together and start lecturing us about Yoruba. I've never seen that. My first encounter happened in Lagos. I wanted to buy a cam. The way you can see even as a young guy, you can see the hate. For no justice, I have to ask question, why? Why this bitterness in Lagos State? That was my first encounter. So as we are progressing, as we are growing up, you will be hearing things directly from them. They will be throwing it to you. Then you want to go and do investigation. I believe that thousands of millions of Igbos are like that. You hardly see anybody that grew up in the eastern part that have this parent that just sat you down and begin to tell you differences between Yoruba, Igbo. You have to hate them. If you them, be careful. No, I did not see that. Nobody forbid that. Until I started having that encounter, seeing it for myself. Social media actually made it more easier for you to see there's a agenda. And so, interview just cement it, because what he said there is that in Yoruba land, they do tell them, be careful of Igbos. Imagine you're not a parent, you have your own children. Imagine now calling your children and begin to tell them that this is so your uncle, or in your village. I'm just using a village, or like even in Igbo, in your own kindred, telling them that so family, so name, be careful with them, avoid them. They are this, that. They sometimes you may like that they're eating human body and all that nonsense. And they grew up that. Remember, this is something that their own parents, whom they trust so much, because your first love is your parent child. You know, the relationship between a child and parent is second to none. Imagine imparting that kind of hate in that child, and that person have grown up with it, and after growing up, he understands that there's a competition, because for them to become human being is through politics, and the only obstacle they have is you. Best way to cross to achieve it is to amplify more hate, so that the chance will be open for them to become governor, to be in charge of Eastern part. So they have this school of hate that after using that hate to build up their people, to hate another tribe. That's why when you talk about Igbo presidency and Igbos in Nigeria, the factor is too much. That if you can tell yourself the truth, after calculating it, you now find that the only way to be free is just get away with them. Because the energy you are going to spend to become relevant in Nigeria is way, way too high. The energy that you spend separating yourself from them. Imagine after 1967 until now, Igbo man have not made it to anything presidency. You think it's because you don't know politics, like some people say, oh, you guys don't know how to play politics. No. The agenda on ground, you can't conquer it because it is hereditary. They grab it from childhood. You don't have such agenda. They see things differently the way you see it. They focus on other things that matter to them, not to the nation. You are a nationalist. You want to build it. You want to make sure that everybody is happy, everybody is excellent. You want to have a society that even a Yoruba man will become winning an award internationally. They don't want it. They prefer a Ghanaian to win an award than you. The number one rivalry in their own mind is you. And you want to unify. The easiest way to look in our own, it is in our DNA. Even though when you rub nonsense in our face, we still believe that you are different from others. But this is something that is from household. They taught their children to be like that. Imagine a parent that can tell his child this. Imagine the level of the hate that in his adult age that person's parent have on you. The child is just displaying the little one that he grabbed from the parent. The parent that actually impact that knowledge on that child, do you think they don't have the same hatred? It doesn't matter the age. Only people that have different mentality among them are those that have tested the iniquity in the system and come back. That is military officers, the retired ones. With their talk, you can see. They will tell you the truth because they find out that at the end of the day, we go nowhere. They have seen the iniquity, they have seen the evil in the system because the system, even the system itself, at some point, at some junction, have a very, very dangerous plan against themselves. But as long as it's gonna hit Igbo first, let's go, muje. That's the best way. The target is always you. And that brings me to governors in the East. You see what is going on in Anambra. This is something from the North, from the system. It's not just Soludo talking. Soludo, as a professor, is not speaking his mind. He's just there. The system made it to be so. Do you know that Hugo Pusodema is among the group that is in Turkey? We saw Tinubu falling down, right? I believe everybody have seen that video in Turkey. Hugo Pusodema is among those who went there. Because to Hugo Pusodema have his own assignment as someone who comes from the East. And that assignment is simple focus on religion. He is the one and on my religion. These two. Now, the moment Peter Mbah joined APC, Peter Mbah of Enugu State, federal government signed a contract. A governor, a sitting governor, that's supposed to be giving contract in his own state. Federal government did not see another person to give contract, is him. And he's in charge of renovating, is it primary school or police station? I don't know what they, but the renovating building to be in charge. A man that actually gave another person contract to renovate primary school in Enugu State. Remember when they were in the court? I don't know how many of you follow Nigerian news like that. In Enugu State, he's the one the federal government not gave a contract. Why? You think he gave it? That contract is not about love. It's about your tribe. It's about Igbo tribe. What they do as a governor once you cross over, because APC is just like a very huge court that don't even care. They have their own agenda. And number one agenda is all centered on promoting and pushing this Fulani agenda. Now, Enugu State crossed over to become APC member. They welcomed him with a new contract. He's going to distract him from what he thinks he's going to do in Enugu State. He's going to distract him, and those contracts have worked in two ways. One is to make him be more loyal to the party. Two is to create an avenue for him to siphon money, so that by the time he wants to do anything good, then if you try it, he will probe you. EFCC will pick you up. They will use that contract to control his mind, to remove him like a baby. If an able person that, which is very, very rare, you can't see that as an able person, you always want to, we want gain and profit, right? In everything we do, which is normal. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but some gain, some profit controls your emotion, will control your well-being. After taking that contract, you can never remain the same. Whatever you want to do, first when you just put a call, remember during the contract, we have gone through your files and everything. You find out that so amount of money is missing. We allow you because we are together. We want you to enjoy yourself. We want you to be a best governor in the East. We want you to do all these things and nobody is going to challenge you. You will be powerful, and at the end of the day, you will be part of us. You will join us in our inner caucus. You will be this, you will be that. But for you to be that, it's not about you building infrastructures in your region. It's about you understand. You have to obey to the agenda, the plan of this party. Respect this party that have given you everything you need. And that is a way to remind you that if you go contrary to that agenda of the party, Akanama will go further. You will not slack back. They did it to Zik. They did it the same thing to Zik. That's the tactics from Britain. They will give you, they know you love money, you love wealth. They will just flash it and pretend there's no security to checkmate on you. Just go, do whatever you want to do. There's money, there's no enjoy. You're not for food job, you're not for integrity, man, there's a come. This is integrity. We know, remember what we did. We actually, you think we don't say that. We have everything. Just go back and do what we asked you to do. When we were praising Abaribe, he will be talking tough until he started eating, receiving his own portfolio. Abaribe changed, because that is what system will make. There's no way you hold your longer throat. You will hold it for a while. They will spoil you with them. They can spoil ambassador from other country. They can influence the white people. It doesn't matter if you like, come from Rome. If Nigerian government drops something on you, it will take only grace for you just to ignore it. Our brother Rosé, we know what happened. Recently, I'm telling you, likewise many other people, once they contact you and flash you something, it will take only grace of God for you to reject it. How many of us have that kind of home training? You understand? They will keep you hungry and allow you. They will go back and see your energy, how you are gingering up. If your motivation, if the way you talk tough, you can speak. They will contact you and give you something to cast. So you can now use this your beautiful voice for them. And if you see the amount of money, I swear it will take only grace of God. That's why if you see Rosé, respect Rosé. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't joke with him. I love him before this news, but after this news, honestly, I see him like, wow. He may be watching this program. I don't know about if he's free, but I'm just telling you the truth. Forget about whether he's watching or not. But we need to understand that the easiest way to remove our people is fund. So, though, even with his professorship and everything, he's always go back as if he don't have anything upstairs. Now, you say that Anambra people should shut down their market. The same nonsense that other governors who they are not tried. They actually buy people for that, because to prove to Northerners that, because the Northerners don't trust you as an able man, even if you're a governor, they don't trust you. The only way they will start developing trust in you is when you start killing your people. Once you buy your people, another man will not see trust. And if you can speak tough when one of that cow dies, exactly, that is how to know that you're a strong man. If I your call of death started talking, trying to, as a godfatherism and all that, because of what? The moment he began to side Fulani, of course, when he was not siding Fulani, he was even addressing himself as an Igbo man. Today, how far? The easiest way to know all of them that I claim they're not Igbo is when if they say that I'm Igbo now, tomorrow I'm not Igbo. That is another testament that you're actually an Igbo man, because that's what Igbo people do. That's exactly what only Igbo man can do that. Other tribal do that. Have you seen a Yoruba man say, I'm not Team Yoruba, after addressing yourself as a Yoruba, and all of a sudden you are not more Yoruba? The only tribe can do it in West Africa is Igbo. Any of them that says, I'm Igbo, and all of a sudden, I'm not Igbo, who told you I'm Igbo, right? That's another, in fact, it's more clear than DNA itself. That is because the only tribe that will do that are Igbo people. Soludo now trying to tell you that Onitsha should be locked down 1 week to prove you are locking shop to open shop. Enugu people, Soludo is trying to copy that from Peter and Peter Pan. The first governor that went to market and began to padlock my shops is who? Peter Pan of Enugu State. He did it. Started locking shops and all that. Today, Enugu are not actually sitting at home anymore. They're not sitting at home. Because Enugu people have a lot of saboteurs and people that can compromise like crazy. But they are not all that tough. I won't lie. They're not all that you can easily buy them over. You can buy them over easily. Remember from the day one of the claim from government and enablers from DOS was that PM Simon Ekpa is forcing people to sit at home. Even the speech of Soludo, I heard him saying that they started buying people and started inflating fear in the minds of people. People started panicking, they don't want to come out and all that. That's not true. They themselves went out and began to buy people so that it will look like, oh, this guy that tell you to sit at home don't mean good for you. The idea of buying people is from them. They are the one that started it. And the sense behind buying people is they believe that once they buy people, it will now make people to start developing hate. Because they understand that the reason why people are actually trying to obey that instruction is out of love they have on the people that actually gave that order. Now, buying people is to trigger hate in the minds of an average Igbo man. The person will not be like, okay, how can you be buying my people because you say yes, you sit at home? Government thought that is a good idea. Some of us don't believe this in before. But the arrest of Simon Ekpa, his absence now for 1 year plus, has proven everything that I just said that is true. For example, they said that he's one forcing people to sit at home. They said that because of sitting at home, the economy is down. They wanted to build a lot of skyscraper in Igbo land. They wanted to give you power, constant power supply. They wanted to give you good road and very, very good transportation network. They wanted to give you free education. That because of this at home, they couldn't make it. That economy of Southeast is disappearing. Remember, Governor of Enugu State claimed that Enugu economy is down. That Enugu GDP is down because of sit at home. Now, over 1 year now, have they show you? Because that's why people will do that. They will have a press briefing, give you statistics, the economy of the state when you are doing sit at home, and to prove to you that now that you are no longer doing sit at home, this is what we are getting now. Have they done that? Never. PM is not here. They said that he is the one forcing people. Who is now forcing people to sit at home? Before the arrest of PM, Enugu State sit at home was already going down. Because this will prove to you, when you use force on them, they will tend to obey you more. Biafran's government in exile under Simon Ekpa were not using force on any of them. rather telling them the reason behind sitting at home. People out of their own kind heart willingly decided to sit at home in respect of Mazam Khan, not even PM, in respect of Mazam Khan, who is in detention. When PM now added, because they started using Mazam Khan, okay, you say because of Mazam Khan, the Mazam Khan is now telling those at home about because of me, just to quench the mind of the people. PM noticed that and said, okay, since that is the case, the argument is kind of shifting to other side. PM said, no, this sit at home is actually for many reasons. The more, we have self-referendum. This is another way to establish that you are fed up with the system. And everybody in Eastern part, even those of them that are actually sleeping with Soludo, talking about even maybe wife or any concubine and all that, they themselves also are going through the hardship. Are they not using generator, lister? Are they not buying fuel? Because do they have their own electricity differently? Maybe, but maybe not. Of course, I've seen in some governor's lodge. I have witnessed in some governor's lodge, which I'm not going to mention now. They do take light in governor's lodge. So it's not about this NEPA trying to target one household, and no, it's actually general. But the difference is that they have automatic lister that once they take off, they will on it. No matter the scarcity of fuel, they'll have access to electricity. And that's what made them govern. Now that solar system is in town, of course, they all have solar as well. They all have solar. How many of you can afford solar? So what I'm trying to say that once you PM made mention of the system that will not allow you to be what you're supposed to be, it becomes very clear that it's not about Nnamdi Kanu alone. It's actually about a way to establish our anger that we are not actually pleased with what Nigerian government, with what the system is all about. A way to register our own grievances. We're going to stay at home. Then Peter Ban, after this argument is beyond his action, and not likewise other states, they said, okay, in that case, we used to pretend that this guy was using show of force. We are going to introduce force as well. We're going to introduce force as well. You will start seeing people that are marks with the Biafran costume. Oh, sit at home. Try. Today sit at home. What are you doing? They are not actually from government. They are not from PM. If there is anybody from PM doing that, all right, the person is doing it maybe to register awareness. But it seems those ones that are buying people, is not from government. It's not from government. So when everything becomes very, very clear, Biafrans are not idiots. They always, you may lie to them now, fool me once, but fool me once. Okay? Is your shame. But fool me twice will become that one is my own shame. You need to understand that. Once you lie to Biafrans once, they will, okay, no problem. But second one, I don't think you succeed. So he started using that force that they used to criticize PM, before. That is forcing people. How can you differentiate forcing people to sit at home and forcing people not to sit at home? What is different? Are they not the same use of show of force? You said that somebody is forcing them to sit at home, and you have not even proved it. There's no substantial evidence that truly they are forcing people to sit at home. But in your own case, you can see it. Your military, your armor tank, everything is on the street, forcing people to come out. Now, I made mention of Oduduwa person that is in the military when they talk. The first video we played, which is this man. Let me show you now. This one here.
The truth that Igbo is.
This man is said that he has been in military for more than 30 years. You hear what he said, the way he positioned his words. Now, let's hear this one.
Question clearly.
Yes.
Where is the Fulani question taking Nigeria?
Well,
another Yoruba person that have tested this, what I told you. When they talk, you see the difference between these people and average Yoruba man. They are not the same. Those ones are very, very sensible, and they can articulate. They know the problem, and they focus on it. They are not joking. They don't lie. They don't believe in cooked up cock and bull history that some of the others Indomie generation are spreading on social media. Hear him.
There's only one way to take Nigeria, is to destroy the country, to destroy the space. Well, it has destroyed the country, and that's why I say we have now a space, is to take over that space and drive away, kill as many as they can kill, rape as many as they can rape, do whatever, plunder as many as much they can, and take ownership of a place that never belonged to them. That is where they are taking Nigeria to. And the resistance that will follow their ambition, their nefarious plans, is that will bring now the confrontation that will nail the coffin of a place they used to call Nigeria.
It will nail it?
Oh yes, certainly.
There's already a coffin?
Certainly, certainly. There's no doubt in my mind. The Fulani are, they may be politically savvy, because
This man now, he already knew the ability of his tribe. A lot of Yoruba people don't even know that they are in mess now. They are in a very big mess now to compare when they are totally free. What you think you are happy now? You are enjoying life. You have an uncle or a grandpa that is president. You think because what gladdens your heart? What do you think that is happiness is? Seeing Igbo man struggling to become president, struggling to be this, struggling to be that, and that is the reason why we find ourselves where we find ourselves today, is because of who we are, not because we committed any offense. If you trace the so-called 1962, I think 62 or 61Q, okay, or 1963Q, I have forgotten the year, to be honest. If you trace it back, you find that Igbo people have no reason to fight for any other people. But because this mindset of one Nigerian nationalist, you want to make sure that Yoruba land are not facing it. You are the one, you are the moderator. You want to make sure that everything is okay, every region is perfect. By so doing, you forgot that you're actually dealing with people who don't have sense at all.
Of the advisors in Britain and US, they are too unintelligent to want to take over the space called Nigeria. Kill as many as they can kill, rape as many as they can rape, do whatever, plunder as many as much they can, and take ownership of a place that never belonged to them. That is where they are taking Nigeria to. And the resistance that will follow their ambition, their nefarious plans, is that will bring now the confrontation that will nail the coffin of a place they used to call Nigeria.
It will nail it?
Oh yes, certainly.
There's already a coffin?
Certainly, certainly. There's no doubt in my mind. The Fulani are, they may be politically savvy because of their advisors in Britain and US, but they are too unintelligent to want to take over the space called Nigeria. They are too unintelligent to think that they can ever become owners of this place. It's just not possible.
Is that not a conspiracy
Intelligent
theory?
people will not attempt. Any intelligent people who cannot take over ordinary Biram in Plateau State, who have tried for more than 25 years and they have not been able to conquer Biram, just Biram, and take it over, who have never dared to attack a single village in Lantan, will now dream that they can overrun the entire Igbo land or overrun a Yoruba land.
But where is that theory coming from?
Which theory?
This theory of Fulani wanting to take over our land. Is it not a conspiracy theory that might tear us apart?
No, it's not a conspiracy theory. They tried in Plateau. Plateau is almost 100% a Christian place. Bauchi is about 80% Christian. Nasarawa is about 90% Christian. Niger State is about 60% Christian. But see what is there now. Benue had been completely ravished. Kogi State is under continuous attack. And they come, they displace the people there, they settle there. When you go to Sango Katav has virtually become a Fulani enclave, which wasn't so 20 years ago. It wasn't so during the time Lekwot gave them resistance. What I'm saying, therefore, is that the way they have plundered Benue, that people there can no longer go to their farms, they go into the houses, kidnap, rape, so on and so forth. The plan is to continue, once they will have taken over the whole place, is now to move downward south. They've now moved to the east, they've moved to south, they've been killing people in Delta, they're doing the same thing in Yoruba land. Let me land. You can now see that it is the same pattern. That was the way it started when between 1804 and 1880, Yumfa, the supreme head of the Hausa kingdoms, of the Hausa 7 kingdoms, were massacred, and they took over and then installed emirs in these places. And they've not relented. It's the same dream that they want to continue now that they had a man who had greater sympathy for their cause than they ever had.
All right.
And a young man.
That is an Oduduwa person. He did it the way it's supposed to be. Muslim Americans started talking about this years ago. They started calling him names. He's a bad guy. He's this. He's that. How dare you? You are this. You cannot do this. You cannot do that. When he said Nigerian is a zoo, all of them, they started agitating against him, calling him names. Today, they are now retracting themselves. Those of them that have conscience are still speaking. They have decided to speak up. Hear this.
Called Nigeria a zoo. All Nigerians, including myself, were down here vex.
Listen, go back.
Nnamdi Kanu called Nigeria a zoo. All Nigerians, including myself, were down here vex. A country of 250 million people, a country that has a president, that has an army, that has the police. How can Nigeria be a zoo? Me no go fit call Nigeria a zoo because I'm a patriotic Nigerian. But there's one thing that you can definitely draw from Nigeria in comparison with animals. The animal kingdom is the richest kingdom in the world, richer than the US. Stay with me. All the resources that are needed for nation building, that are needed for advancement, economic empowerment, talk of crude, talk of gold, talk of anything, they are all domiciled in the forest. And the animals are the owners of the forest. But the animals, by nature, only see themselves in terms of tribe and ethnicity. The same way an average Nigerian sees himself in terms of tribe and ethnicity. Stay with me. The animals, instead of coming together to first of all repulse the encroachment by humans and to build their kingdom with the resources they have, the average animal is looking for how to feed on the other animal. Just like today, the average Nigerian is looking for an opportunity to take undue advantage of another Nigerian. The king of the jungle is the lion. The president of Nigeria is Tinubu. The lion, powerful animal by nature, should be a unifying factor, bringing all other animals together to build a prosperous animal kingdom. But unfortunately, the lion is a parochial animal. The lion is a self-centered animal. The lion only cares about lions like him. He does not care about any other group. Similarly, in Nigeria, the president of Nigeria is supposed to be a unifying factor for all Nigerians, regardless of race, of ethnicity, of religion. Today, we have leaders in Nigeria, don't mention anybody's name, who are only there pursuing ethnic and parochial sentiment only. Like the lion only kills animal to feed fellow lions. You see, a lions will kill animal and come and give to fellow lions to eat. Nigeria today, any government is in power is looking for how to empower people from their own region, from their own tribe, from their own ethnicity. There is no difference between the animal kingdom and the Nigeria of today. As a people, we have not evolved to pursuing a collective agenda, collective gain, collective progress, collective breakthrough, collective wealth for the nation. The black man is pursuing riches to either oppress or impress his fellow black man. That's why you see somebody like Malemi will take, according to EFCC, over 250 billion, 1 billion in 250 places. His 10th generation cannot finish that money.
Now, from what speaking against Mass American to throwing more light to justify throwing more light and more bringing more example, more reason why Mazzacano's claim or his statement is valid. How many years did it take him to realize that what Mazzacano said almost 7 years ago is actually true? It's not. No. You see the reason why you must not go against people that have, you must not actually, build wall that you can't interact with anybody that have a different opinion with you. Leave them so that your truth will hit them more. It's a matter of time. Some will assimilate it at long run. Some may grab it. No. I'm speaking to some of you that follow me here. That when you see me engaging some unhealthy comments from people from Fallback Republic, some of you, I can't report, you still fall back. Your mind, the way they train you is different from me. We are not the same. That's not the fact. We are not the same. You may be higher than me academically. You may be richer than me financially. You may be older than me age-wise. But there's some basic things that I may have, some parental knowledge that I may have that you don't have. That's why when you see people, I'm just saying it, I hope most of you that are, or some of you that are always kind of report you at this, just learn from this. This guy was very, very huge critics of Master Americano. How can you call Nigeria a zoo? For years, according to him, he has been against Master Americano for saying that. Some of them hate Master Americano for that singular statement. Well, how can you look at me and call my dear loving country a zoo? Therefore, bring him to nail. Let's occupy him. Today, they are not giving you a very perfect example why Nigeria is actually a zoo. Listen, nobody mandated him. He's not an Igbo guy. He said it here that from day one, he's. So maybe you don't. Maybe let me just say that you did not pay attention at the beginning of the video. Hear it again.
If it's 10 generation, is president that has an army, that has the police. How can Nigeria be?
Let's start from the beginning. Start from the very, very beginning. Please listen again. Pay attention before we move forward.
Nnamdi Kanu called Nigeria a zoo. All Nigerians, including myself, who sit down here, vex. A country of 250 million people, a country that has a president, that has an army, that has the police. How can Nigeria be a zoo?
Now, that was his statement. How can Nigeria, a country of 200 and something million, come on, are you mad? You have army, we have barracks, police station. Don't worry, hand will touch you. You know that kind of statement. He was like that. Today, Masterman did not teach him how to put this illustration together about how animal behave. Today, he's one hitting it direct. But this video, each time some of you come here to encounter me, I will play the video to you, so you can then see how backward your reasons appear to be. Some of you can't report. You see, that's why I love Mr. A. That's why if I go to Mr. B platform, they don't do. Some of them even subscribe to my channel because I intend to listen to the people who claim they have fall back. Anybody that truly fall back, in case if you don't know, I'm not supposed to say this to you, but I have to say it now. Anybody that truly fall back and he's proud of falling back, don't need to come here to watch me. Are you getting my point now? Anybody that fall back and still come back to PP to see what we are saying here, they are not convinced why they fall back. And the best way to respond to them is to give them that privilege. Let them keep on. The more I comment, sometimes I will block you, but responding to you and telling your question is what deserves. Analysis or explaining videos, it does not just center on what you love. It centers on what some people are very, very confused about. It is your duty to put it in a very clear way that we help them to reason properly. Some of you think that talking about streaming live and playing video, discussing is just to to just gather together to entertain you that already know the answer. No. The main objective of creating this kind of content and putting it out there is for those who are confused to help them to reason in a very direct way. And sometimes you that are actually teaching them, we may even learn from them. The more you engage them, the more you also are learning to have a better knowledge of what you already know. But if you start shying away from it, that means you also need help just like them. I don't know. Those who will grab it will grab it. Those who may not, who don't understand it will never understand it. I am not the kind of person that engage myself in that kind of argument. But when it comes to something that I said that today's date is, we have already moved to 29, right? Different time. That this is 29th, and today is Thursday, of course. Okay, early morning Thursday. Different time. Then you said no, it's still Wednesday based on your time zone. I will just give you more 6 hours so that your time will now correspond to my own date, and I will come back to you and say, okay, what today's day is what? You know what I mean? But if I begin to build the word and I don't want to talk to you anymore, get away with this, when your time, correspond with what I have, I will not have chance to talk to you again. I've already destroyed that connection. But if truly I want to unify, that actually make good for the movement, I don't need to break that bridge. I don't have to. We are wired differently. Okay, so let it just be a lesson. And we are coming back to another thing that I want us to, grab in this live broadcast. Let's go through Ludo and his son. Let's go to Ludo. Let's see. Okay, let's watch this one.
Deployed in one of the most deadliest security forces. I'm trying to get a video of them. So Ludo have rendered India Anambra useless today. Just look at the crowd that have come. And the worst of it is that he deployed in one of the most deadliest security forces. I'm trying to get a video of them. Just let me zoom a little. I don't know if you guys can see them from here. They are with boats. The whole sophisticated people in Anambra State they have at their disposal. These people are with it. Just look at them. I'm trying to get them. With peso, mortar, and peso. 9 they carry, followed by the joint. I don't know why Soludo is behaving this way. This is on the German market. Now this is the River Niger, the famous River Niger. And if you could be able to cross over to the other side now, you've entered the main gate that leads you towards the German market. Just there, if you could cross those people who are carrying gun there. These are not police people, sir. These are, I had the anti-tout and anti-SARS. So now, another thing now is just that these people now, just look across, you could see people. These are buildings of people's house. These are buildings of people's house. Now, people who are living there are stopped. People who are living there are stopped. So if you are living there, you cannot go to your house because they have blocked that entrance. This place now, you could see that this container, they blocked the entrance. You grab, so nobody goes in, but anybody can come out. So this is what governance means in Anambra State. This is what governance Soludo has brought to the Anambra, and this is really sad. This is really sad. And
all Soludo needed is just to put a call. Once they called him, the rest is history. If you don't know who is commanding them, both the army and everything, take a look. Just watch this video. Now, this is the Nigerian army. Nigerian army. Now, watch. Corona salute. I don't know this man's name, but they're not there. For you to know who's the person that beside him? Shigumi. Watch. This is Shigumi. Watch. The man now bent down, not only bent down, he literally knelt down. Okay, he squats. Can see him greeting Sheikh Ahmed Gumi. Why? Because the army officers actually know who is the owner of the country, people that control. The man that told federal government that the best thing to do is to go to Turkey and have a security, bring them in and hear from them and all that, and they actually did. That is a sign of what? Ownership.
The United States of Hausa. Look at the screen. United States of Hausa. God. Hey, what haven't I seen in this my life? What haven't I seen in this life I came? I have seen a lot of things. Right? And look at it. They did their coat of arms, did their logo, labeled it United States of Hausa land. Then they have carved out their map. You see Sokoto State, Kebbi State, Zamfara State, Katsina State, Kano State, Jigawa, and Kaduna. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 states making up the USH. God Almighty. As much as it sounds funny, I pray that they are very serious. I hope they are very serious, because this is exactly what will end Nigeria. And that is what we are praying for. Because this miracle can come in different ways. God works in mysterious ways.
Which is true.
As far as I'm concerned, we're not opposing anything, be it Arewa Republic, be it United States of Hausa land, going to work closer with America, definitely. Maybe you want to hijack America from us. God, this is very funny. These people are these Fulani Hausa people, they are very, very myopic. Very myopic. I'm saying it again, it's better be real. Because the time has come for the contraption called Nigeria to end. At least if you have your country, you can start developing, the groundnut pyramids of the past. You can get them back. Your textile industries in Kano State, another state of the north, you can develop human capital, human capacity. All those deserted places like Yobe State and Co. You can at least develop it at your pace, rather than drawing other parts back. USH, wonderful name, copying the USA. That would be wonderful. I pray you can speed, you can fast track this, this whole plan, so that it will come immediately, because we need you people because we need it. This is what Africa needs: more countries, so that you can go and kill yourselves in your country. You can go and kill yourself, the terrorists and your Boko Haram. Not exporting such in our lands. I just pray this is a very, very serious matter, because I stumbled upon this on social media where it got lots of attention and people are already mooting the idea. You know how Nigeria works. When they want to do something like this, they first of all, drop it as a kind of a bomb in the society and watch people's reactions to know how it's going to be received. Who knows the kind of level of talks is going on between them and the American government concerning this, their USH. Because as it is now, it is obvious that even they themselves are tired of Nigeria. Everybody is tired of Nigeria. This is one secret people don't know. Nigeria is tiring. But they don't want to talk because nobody wants to be the one that will say it. They are afraid. The average Nigeria is afraid. Dosa cannot protest, cannot complain, can't even fight for his people. The average Nigerian is afraid. So when they see an Igbo man who is old and who is formidable and strong like Nnamdi Kanu, they begin to be afraid because They don't understand soft character. You know, they don't understand that. So a Nigerian amongst us can be this strong, can be this vocal. So being vocal is not a Nigerian thing. Nigerians are a conquered people. That is why Igbos we stand separate. We are not the same. We are not Nigerians. We are Igbos. Please, correction. We are Igbos. We are Biafrans. And that is who we are. Our lineage, our blood is not the same. It's not the same. We are indomitable. We are undefeatable. We're talking about Biafra, somebody's talking about USH. Kind of backward thinking people are like this. But nevertheless, we Biafrans accept your USH. We approve it and we are ready to go with you to the UN. No, not even UN. We can even do the referendum here for you. We accept it and we vote for it. A referendum is already approved for you. So you can just divide the country and go your way so that we can now go our way. Simple. Everybody goes his separate way with your USH. We are so excited to welcome this development. It's funny, but it's true. These people are crazy. Imagine you waking up to see such a thing. USH. Just like that. Just like that. Are you tired already? You are tired of Nigeria already? No. Biafra oil is no more sweet again. What happened? Okay, you have seen the future. You know that there is no future in Nigeria again. You know. So you people know there is no future in Nigeria again. But because of the oil, you're just managing it. When you are in control of the country, you don't talk. When someone else is in control, you start shaking. Nigeria is property. Okay. Fine. But let me tell you people, whether I like it or not, this is the path that is going to be followed. The prophecy has already been laid out by Master Kanu that the end of Nigeria has come. If you like, delay it. If you like, don't delay it. Be it USH, be it Arewa Republic, be it Udua Republic, that is going to be the future. So it's better you start learning to give your country a name, a befitting name as you like. If this one you like, we are okay with it. Wherever you want to be your capital, start planning it now. Because in due time, in a short time, you will understand what we are saying. That Nigeria, the end has come. And I'm glad you people are already preparing, planning for this inevitable end. But before you cut your country, please, release our brother from there first too. Please, he's still there before you start creating your USA. Release our brother from Sokoto because I saw the map now. Sokoto prison is part of the map. I beg Fulani terrorists and Boko Haram and Hausa. Please, just release him first, then you can cut off the content. Because if you don't release him first, that country will hard you to get to. It will hard you to get. I'm just telling you the truth. So better for you to release him first, then start discussing your country. Because it will not be your country, triumph for court. It was not tried in the USH. It was tried in Nigeria. So send him back to Nigeria, where you leave us there, so that we can now cut our own Biafra there. He follows us to our own Biafra. You understand? So, no fight. If Nigeria can be shared like this, nobody will complain now. Nobody will complain. Can we just organize a meeting? Yeah, let's just divide it once. Even today, even now, we are ready to give you your USH. Not like the one you are doing to Biafra. You don't want Biafra to go. We are ready to give you your country. Even today, if you want it today, we'll give it to you. We will sign. In fact, we will shorty for your country for you. Do you understand? We will shorty it for you so that you can go away with your country. We don't want to relate with such people, and we are wasted, up to 100 and something years since the amalgamation, rubbing shoulders with people who can never integrate, people who don't appreciate development, people who don't value human life, people who do not appreciate good things of life. We have lived our lives wasting time 100 and something years, 111, 12 years with such people. That's a very long time. And of course, Biafra will come and we will rewrite our history from that very day. Because as it is now, there is no future in this contraption. Our children don't have any future in this contraption. Our unborn generation, there is no hope for them here. Skyrocketing inflation, corruption, the negligence of the region, no jobs, no employment, debt rate is high, no level of living, standard of living, name it, value of life. Can you imagine?
Hello, Jogo Patrick, I see you, my brother. I'm coming.
That person is 57 years. Can you imagine how it has dropped? Every year it keeps dropping. That is because of the quality of life is bad. That's not the country Biafrans want. We want to make our own future. We want to decide our own destiny. We want to plan our own life. We want to live the life we choose to live. It's not a crime. It's not a crime. And we're not begging. We will take it. And you'll be there watching us take it. Like, share, subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, let the bell that says all to get notified whenever we release a video. I've been your host, G.
All right.
Thank you for watching my video.
All right. And we appreciate you. You are doing well. You are doing well. We have to understand that whether you like it or not, people are not sleeping. You see this guy here, this is a Yoruba guy. People like him is the reason why I find it difficult to talk down on all the Yorubas. Okay, this guy. So that's why criticizing the entire Yoruba doesn't make any sense. You have to be real. He's trying his best. He hates injustice, whether it's being meted on Yoruba person or another person. This guy always voice out. They arrested him one time and later released him. So people like this, when you hear, how many of you remember this man called Delegiwa? One of the I think one of the journalists in Nigeria in the olden days, according to history, according to people, they said that the man is fearless like Fela. This guy is. That's why no matter how you want to see it, the only problem I have with some of these people is that some of those bigotry in Yoruba land is that they don't respect their own brothers who actually know what it means to be resolute. Like what I said, when you listen to them, Yoruba man that have been in army officer, have been in army or a security force, some of them retired or retired basically. When you hear them talk, you are hearing sense. Do you understand? Because they know how to spell it out the way it is. You hardly see them buying into this idea of useless history, cooked up stories. Those of them that are pushing wrong narrative on social media, they don't go to them to grant interview, to hear from them. They don't do that. Because once you do that, the lie against Igbo people will be exposed. Now, hear what they said here about Omoto Show and Show Me the Law of a Thing. Because that one is somehow trending also. So that is from Mazda. But you will see our people also. You see some people from our tribe, Igbo, yapping nonsense, saying what they're not sure of, trying to lie and support evil, which is very, very, very sad. Very, very sad indeed. And I want to hear from Isaiah Ayog. Okay, remember he's non-prime minister. Remember he's your fallback Republican in the House. Hear from your prime minister. We are going to play your prime minister what he said about what is going on in Anambra.
Fellow Biafrans, good afternoon from Biafra Republic Government in Exile, headquarters here in the United States of America. To my fellow citizens, especially the Anambras, the Anambra people. What is happening in Onitsha today?
Please, my people on the comment section, I greet all of you. That I did not mention your name does not mean that I don't recognize you. This is later broadcast. I don't want us to focus on calling names and greeting. I see some of the comments, and I appreciate you so much. Please don't take it for granted that don't think that I take it for granted. Rather, I don't care. Please, I do care. Okay, I appreciate all of you on the comment section. Please don't see it as a kind of a sign of pride or arrogant. No, please accept my greetings and know that this is a late hour broadcast. We don't need to waste much time. Okay, that does not mean that I don't appreciate your comment. Please, I do. And do me a favor, like the video in case you have not liked the video, so that this particular video will be shared to many platforms, to many people, so that we can learn something from that. After this, we are going to hear from people, someone who actually know better than we do. Then we can. I have sent the link though. Those of you that want to join us, maybe want to make a comment, you can join us anytime you wish.
It is by the action of a man called Soludo, illegitimate governor, parading himself as the governor of the people, who is ruling against the will of the people. Soludo lost to the Biafrans business their shop unprovoked. He don't have the right to do that.
You know, it baffles me that this our brother will open his mouth and talk about illegitimacy, that somebody is not representing anybody. That's what he said here. I don't know if you heard that part. Listen again.
Fellow Biafrans, good afternoon from Biafra Republic Government in Exile, headquarters here in the United States of America. To my fellow citizens, especially the Anambras, the Anambra people. What is happening in Onitsha today? It is by the action of a man called Soludo, illegitimate governor.
Illegitimate governor. Illegitimate governor, yeah.
Parading himself as the governor of the people.
Parading himself as governor of the people.
Who is ruling against the will of the people. Soludo lost to the Biafrans business their shop unprovoked. He don't have the right to do that.
This life not too balanced. Oh my goodness. You are talking about illegitimate governor. Somebody parading himself as a governor. Really? The number of people that voted you as prime minister, even the one of ATM, they are almost the same number that voted Soludo anyway. Because what you should do, what I expected from you is that my colleague Soludo that don't have the mandate of the people, we both are illegitimate. You are trying to attack him. That's what they call hypocrisy to me, because nobody actually know that you are. But let me leave him. Isaiah, you're good. Isaiah, Isaiah, you need to. It's quite funny to me. I will not lie. It's quite funny. As in, wife, greetings to you. You're welcome. As wife, your brother is here talking about illegitimate governor, illegitimacy. You of all people, even though we know that Soludo is, but you are the least person that I expect to use that word. And you went for it by saying that he's parading himself. So what have you been doing since last year? from ATM to prank minister, and we are here talking about illegitimacy and somebody parading himself. It shouldn't come out from your mouth. If you actually know the meaning of that word, you are the least person I expect to use that word. What if I were you? I should have just come up and said, my brother, my colleague, Soludo, we are here. You know, Soludo is he locked the shop of Biafrans unprovoked. Start from there. If you can make best friend, they call. This is your colleague, illegitimate people. How many people voted you in your Zoom content? You just Zoom, you know, in Zoom, 50 people gathered and to vote you. Talking about illegitimate leader. To you now, you're a leader. Your own is even worse. Soludo did not write, clean the name of sorry. Soludo did not claim the work of what is it? Obiano. Your own, you use first thing first. You went to shopping mall and get yourself a cleaner. You wipe PM names, put your own as a job, put your own president, put yourself agent, resident agent, put yourself financial minister. Did you know how you have hold position in this movement than PM? No wonder some about you see that now you have carried that the load you have on your head, even when PM was said that is too many. Now I can relate because this brother have served as financial minister. He also has served as ATM. Today he's now serving as the prank minister because you are pranking your followers. This guy you are pranking your followers. You see, now I understand. So that is the load, isn't it? The load that you have. Can I go know this one? You have the audacity to come here and use that word, illegitimate governor. Yes, he is, no doubt, but not from you. You are not the person to say it. You are not the person to say it. Anyway, I have not watched the video from the beginning. I just played this for a couple of seconds, and that's okay. Let me listen, and I'm going to play it live.
My fellow citizens, when you are protesting, protest peacefully.
Let me repeat it again. Just start from here.
Unprovoked.
Nah, okay.
You don't have the right to do that. My fellow citizens.
No. I want to see him pointing that his finger because Mazakwa is using that finger again to do program. Pointing finger is a taboo.
You have the right to do that. My fellow citizens.
No. Can I capture this hand?
Lost to the Biafrans business, their shop.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't have the right to do that.
You don't have the right, yes, and you have the right. Oh, this hand is blunt. It's not blunt. What?
You don't have the right to do that. My fellow.
Yeah, and then I got it. You see these hands? Even in this month, January, Mazakwa is still telling his what group are they now? Because I honestly I can't even remember. I don't even know what group they are. The CRC Republic. Okay, 4 deep. I think they're the one that 4 deep. He's still saying that pointing finger like this is a sign of Islamic loyalist. That this is what they do. They have to point a finger like this. That Ngos is doing that because we debunked it in the past. That's when I know that Mazakwa is one of the most brainless human beings that is talking about freedom. Mazakwa is one of the most brainless. You see what Oyasayogu did here? They used it before. We countered that with a lot of evidence. Where Ojukwu did it, Madam Kano did it, Samina by the Biafra Promise did it. Then, even Azayogo did it. But Azayogo and their camp was very busy sharing it. They forgot that even their ATM did it. And he's still doing it.
Where you are protesting, protest peacefully, be your neighbor's keeper, wash your neighbor, protest for your freedom.
Okay.
From United States of America.
How do I actually speak it off? Not by now. Oh, yeah, let's see.
And around the world, we are washing. Don't leave the street without achieving your objective. Don't leave the street without letting your voice heard. Don't leave the street without getting your freedom back. The time is now. We need to be free from this terrorist government of Nigeria. They have killed us enough. Enough is enough. We are watching. And for the Nigerian terrorist state that always use their military to kill unarmed protesters, we are watching. Soludo and the Nigerian terrorist military, they will be held accountable. My fellow citizens of Anisha, you are not alone. The Afro Republic government in Ezra and the de facto government, we are with you. We share your pain. We know what you're going through. And this freedom we must get. So we don't have the right to take your freedom from you. So we don't have the right to lock up your shop, to lock up your businesses. That is called economic jihad. Because he meant no good for us. Because he don't love the Biafran people. Because he's not governing according to the will of Biafran people. I was the Biafra Republic government in Ezra Prime Minister and the entire cabinet.
Did he mention United of Biafra? I have the video, previous video where he said it. Did he say it here? I think he said United States of America. Please, did he say it in this video? Did I miss that part? That's what I said. I should go back that he mentioned United States of Biafra in this video. In this one, please, someone should confirm. Did you hear him saying that, or should I just go back? Yes, he did. Let me start from beginning. Okay, Mabudo now. Really?
Fellow Biafrans.
Don't worry, this is just 7 minutes.
From Biafra Republic government in Ezra headquarters.
Okay.
Here in the United States of America.
Okay.
To my fellow citizens, especially the Anambras, the Anambra people. What is happening in Onisha today is by the action of a man called Soludo, illegitimate governor, parading himself as the governor of the people, who is ruling against the will of the people. Soludo left the Biafrans business their shop.
Yes, I will. Thank you so much.
He don't have the right to do that.
Okay.
My fellow citizens, while you are protesting, protest peacefully, be your neighbor's keeper, wash your neighbor, Don't leave the street without achieving your objective. Don't leave the street without letting your voice heard. Don't leave the street without getting your freedom back. The time is now. We need to be free from this terrorist government of Nigeria. They have killed us enough. Enough is enough. We are watching, and for the Nigerian terrorist state that always use their military to kill unarmed protesters, we are watching. Soludo and the Nigerian terrorist military, they will be held accountable. My fellow citizens of Odisha, you are not alone. The Afro Republic government in Ezra and the de facto government, we are with you. We share your pain. We know what you're going through. And this freedom we must get. So we don't have the right to take your freedom from you. So we don't have the right to lock up your shop, to lock up your businesses. That is called economic jihad. Because he meant no good for us. Because he don't love the Biafran people. Because he's not governing according to the will of Biafran people. I must say the Biafran Republic government in Ezra Prime Minister and the entire cabinet will do everything humanly possible to bring these evil people to book. They will be held accountable. My fellow citizen, don't leave the street until you achieve your goal. What is the goal? The goal is for us to be free. We desire to be free. We desire to open our businesses. We desire to govern ourselves the way we want. We desire to be free from the Islamic jihadist terrorist government of Nigeria. We are Biafrans. We are not Nigeria. Don't leave the street of Biafra until we chase all the illegitimate ruler of Nigeria that are oppressing our people, killing our people. And for you, Soludo, and the Nigerian terrorist state, the world is watching. We are watching. The satellite.
I have the one you are talking about. That one is this one. He made the video, I think yesterday. All right, but the one we are talking about is the one of New Year message, Christmas message, something like that. I have it here. That one is very, very. I have it. That one I have it. I thought he said it here, but because of the same suit and everything, and maybe that's why you mistake it with that one. This is his recent one where he's trying to address some people of furniture. Let's continue. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
The satellite is right in Odisha. We are following the events of what is going on. Fellow citizens of Biafra, the time is now that you get your freedom back.
Now, his followers were like, a kind of report, COS said that elite squad will come, elite squad will this and that. Now, he's telling you nothing about BLA. You said that you have and you're going to do this and do that. He's just trying to act or speak tough when he don't even have anything to back it up. Anyway, I'm not going to continue playing this nonsense. I have a video to show you right now. I reserve it for this time. It's just the history of what happened before in the past, and I want you to please, if you are sleepy, open your eyes hear this message. Although from today we'll be playing this video often, so that you know your history, just few history about what happened in 1967 and why we are where we are today. Because personally, I don't know this. Okay, but hear this.
I want to correct a falsehood that has been going on for decades about General in the 1966 coup. The so-called Igbo coup. They maliciously called Igbo coup. The British people don't trust Igbos to defend their interests. They know very well that Igbos are uncontrollable. Igbos can be tamed. Igbos will kick them out of Nigeria in few years. So they don't trust Igbos. They signed an agreement with the Fulani to defend their interests and empower them. They created all the necessary structures to make sure that Fulani remains in power. That's what the British did. It was Britain that clearly told Zeke, you are not going to be the first leader of Nigeria. They threatened him for prosecution. They said they would jail him if he attempts to take over Nigeria as its first president. Zeke was the one who fought Nigeria independence. It was Zeke. But what the British people didn't do was not to recruit people in the military and public service without merit. The British didn't do that. In as much that the British people planned to have Fulani rule and control Nigeria for their own interests, they never ever did non-meritorious recruitment. It was because of meritorious recruitment, which requires you, before you enter the military, you must have school cert, Cambridge school cert, Cambridge GCE. You must have it, or higher school cert, for you to go through a commission process into the military, or to senior cadre in police and other law enforcement. And Igbos were dominant. If you make it on merit, you know the Igbos will take 90%. Anytime you introduce merit in anything, Igbos will dominate it. Because they are excellent people. Give it to them. That's the truth. So Igbos were over 60% of senior officers in military, over 60% in police, in public service over 60%. And that was the status how it was. Because recruitment were based on merit. Now, they forced Zeke. First of all, the two conditions they gave Zeke for independence are: number one, the three regions might agree for independence. They not say they don't want independence. That was why we didn't have independence in 1957. It was Saduana that told the British people, we don't want to be independent. 3, that Zeke will never be the president of the new nation. And that Zeke must not accept anything called secession inside the Constitution, 1958 Constitution. Some of you will keep on saying Zeke was the one Nigerian man. Zeke was the person who did not want to execute. It's a lie.
Okay.
In 1946 Constitution, Zeke advocated for Igbo to be separated from Nigeria. Zeke supported Biafra. It was because of Zeke that 4 African nations, 4 recognized Biafra. He called them and told them to recognize Biafra. Anybody telling you that Zeke does not want Nigeria to be divided is a liar. For that Zeke in 1958 Constitutional Conference said they should not put secession in Nigerian Constitution. Well, because the British mandated him to do that.
Okay.
It was the British that mandated him as a condition for independence. They told him, number 1, you're not going to be the leader of the new nation. 2, you're not going to allow secession. If we must give you independence. That was why Zeke did that. It was not because Zeke wanted Nigeria to be one. It's not true. He has earlier asked for separation in 1946 Constitution. And he supported Biafra. You know that it was Zeke that made African nations to recognize Biafra. If he didn't want separation, why did he do that? Now, Zeke accepted. That was why he made it say, so long that Nigeria is independent, he doesn't care whether he's the first leader or not. Julius Nyerere, Kwame Nkrumah, Kenyatta, All these people are Zeke boys. They help all these nations to become independent.
Kenyatta is that of Kenya, and Julius Ruma, I don't know the person. Now, you know why I believe what this history. You know why I believe it so much is that it doesn't make any sense. Like Zeke, we just ignore everything, and I know why he did not get much involved in Biafra war because of the agreement. So if that is the case, then I have to pipe low, because I was thinking that he's because of the history that he's against everything. But hearing this thing now, you can connect it, just like Wazirike now. And this is where Nigerian government learned that thing from Britain, just to use signature. Come and put your signature here. You from now henceforth, you are not gonna do this. You're not gonna do that sign. Once they can pin you down like that, then that is the end. British people. Anyway, listen.
We are looking up to him to also be the first leader of Nigeria. Yes. They were disappointed that Zeke was not the first leader. They're very disappointed. It was what Britain want. Britain does not want Igbo control. Do you know that in 1959 elections, Zeke NCNC scored 2.4 million votes? 2.4 million votes. That was Zeke NCNC. Naturally, Zeke is supposed to be the head of state. He's supposed to be the prime minister of Nigeria. Ahmadu Bello MPC scored 1.9 million. Whereas Awolowo AG scored 1.4 million.
Wow.
But it was Tafawa Balewa that became prime minister because Britain.
So what happened in Imo State did not start today. Did you hear the score? After election, Zeke scored the highest. But because of the British interest, they refused. They don't want him to emerge as prime minister. Hear the score again, please. I'm going to take a little bit back.
That Zeke was not the first leader. They're very disappointed. It was what Britain want. Britain does not want Igbo control. Do you know that in 1959 elections, Zeke NCNC scored 2.4 million votes? 2.4 million votes. That was Zeke.
That Zeke scored 2.4 million. Listen.
Naturally, Zeke is supposed to be the head of state.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be the prime minister of Nigeria. Ahmadu Bello MPC scored 1.9 million. Whereas Awolowo AG scored 1.4 million. But it was Tafawa Balewa that became prime minister because Britain wanted it like that. Britain.
So this is exactly, it did not start today. Everything that we're actually we're crying about has already done. It has happened before. This is not the first time. We talked about what's the name of this guy? Who was them from fourth position to become governor of the state. Did you hear that? Listen.
Say that the Igbos are uncontrollable. The Igbos cannot, because they don't believe, they don't trust them to serve their interests. They know that the Igbo will kick them out, kick their ass out of Nigeria once they are allowed to control Nigeria. Now, let me tell you something that happened immediately after independence. Some of you don't know where. They don't tell these stories. They don't give this story background. They created a narrative that will put Igbos in danger and put them in quandary. And everybody were running with their narrative. That's why they don't study history in Nigeria. They don't in history, because they know why. You know why they don't put history? They don't study history in school. You know why they don't study history in school? The reason why they don't study history in school is because they prefer the public opinion media propaganda to run Nigerian history, where all of you are told that Igbo did this, Igbo did this, Igbo did this, Igbo did this, Igbo did this. That one is preferable, because any day they put history in Nigerian curriculum as an education, it becomes a legal document. The day they put history to be made history to be studied in secondary school, it becomes a legal document, studying Nigerian history. And if they go, this propaganda they are making you put a belief.
Let me just comment on it, because Mankind said that the person, Julius Nyerere, is from Tanzania, and Kenyatta of Kenya. These people, not the recent Kenyatta, the former one, these two later become president of their various countries. But the Nigerians, no, they don't want Zeke. the number one enemy of Igbo is Britain. And that is why I'm happy now that Islam is taking back their land, because that land belongs to Islam. Hey, do you understand it now? Because Zik was so eager to have independence to free Africa, he accepted that, honestly, sometimes if you are not informed, you will be against something that you are not supposed to be against. I don't know this history. I don't know about it. Listen, let's continue. Let me not just take your time, because this is later on.
Igbo did this. Igbo did this. Igbo Jiku. Igbo did this. The day they make history part of Nigerian curriculum, and it becomes a legal document, and there will be legal battle. The truth of what actually happened will go to court. Because you cannot teach lie as a curriculum. That is why they remove history from secondary school. Because why? They cannot make it a legal document. Once you make this slide, they're telling you, Igbo coup, Igbo killed this, Igbo did this, Igbo did this, Igbo did this. This is what Biafra. They can't tell the true story of the Biafra war. The day they make it a curriculum, do you know what's going to happen? People go to court. So they have to remove it from educational system and now allow the lie in media server and the propaganda to shrink. That one is better for their politics against Igbo. Now let me tell you what happened. As soon as Tafawa Balewa took over as Prime Minister of Nigeria in 19, even though they didn't win the election, then Zik scored 2.4 million votes. MPC scored 1.9 million votes. Yet Zik was not the Prime Minister. Tafawa Balewa ordered the principal of King's College. It has never happened in Nigerian history.
Now listen, this is where the main problem started. Although the other one is a problem, element of corruption, but this is where Tafawa Balewa capitalized on that corruption that Britain introduced to do just watch.
Hi. King's College is an elite school for the best or the brightest of the kids. He ordered the principal of King's College that the man should reserve 10 positions for Northerners without writing entrance exam. That way it started, though, so they can know what's happening. Okay. By the time he came down to the same time, he discovered that the Northerners are more in rank and file in military. They don't have any senior commission officers, very few of them. And those few of them are Christians, Northern Christians who went to mission school. They don't have. Do you know what this guy did? He packed people who don't have school cert, who have never written school cert, they packed them from the north. Pack them. They don't have any work, they have never written work. Buhari is among them.
Okay.
He took them to Canada, they rejected them in Defense Academy. They said they are not trainable. He took them to Britain. They rejected them in British Defense Academy. He took them to India. They rejected them. You know what he did? He called in their military relationship. They said, please train these people for 6 months for me. He trained them and brought them back to Nigeria and commissioned them second lieutenant. People that don't have WAEC. It has never happened in Nigerian history.
You remember when they were saying that Buhari show us your certificate? That you don't have any certificate. You remember? That's why I said that if you calm down, you can see the light in this guy's video, to be honest with you. When Buhari started campaigning, when he started, that he wants to be president and all that, they asked, where you don't have any which school did you attend? Where's your WAEC certificate and all that? Zero. And he had been, the man without even junior WAEC ruled Nigeria for 2 times. Tafawa Balewa corruption is second to none. Like what this guy said here. What he said here. You see, no anything merit, Igbos will emerge as. That's why he said that if you put Igbo people anywhere, they will emerge. Remember that video, that famous video where he showcased his hate, and he don't know how to start, how to go about it. And it's not as if these people, Buhari and the northern children that he packed them to Queen's College. That's Queen's College. They cannot, if they write the entrance exam, they will fail. So the best way is to command the principal to provide 10 position for Northerners, so that they can now start giving them. They will start making, having a post rank in army and in army. And that man destroyed Nigeria beyond repair. If that is the case, listen.
Throughout the time of colonial period, you never had people who were commissioned without WAEC, who never went to Defense Academy. Buhari, you people call Messiah, Cherubim and Seraphim, Angel. He was among the people. They were commissioned without school cert. This guy went and told them to train them in 6 months, and he brought them back to Nigeria and commissioned all of them second lieutenant. Whereas we have Nigerians who were admitted in India Defense Academy, Nigerians admitted in Canada Defense Academy, Nigeria admitted in British Defense Academy. They are still in their second year. Somebody who don't have school cert becomes second lieutenant. Why he is still in second year in Defense Academy? Tell me why there should be happiness in the military. He did it in 1961, he did it in 1962, he did it in 1963. If you check the people who did the January 1966 coup.
So meaning he's not just pack northerners and give them 6 months training and give them a rank, high rank, to compare those that actually have school cert and went through the process. He did it in these years. He mentioned 3 years here now. Let me take it back a little bit so you hear it again. Listen.
Was among the people. They were commissioned without school cert. This guy went and told them to train them in 6 months, and he brought them back to Nigeria and commissioned all of them second lieutenant. Whereas we have Nigerians who were admitted in India Defense Academy, Nigerians admitted in Canada Defense Academy, Nigeria admitted in British Defense Academy. They are still in their second year. Somebody who don't have school cert becomes second lieutenant. Why he is still in second year in Defense Academy? Tell me why there should be happiness in the military. He did it in 1961, he did it in 1962, he did it in 1963. If you check the people who did the January 1966 coup, check them, it's major down. Major down. These are the people that were affected by this non-merit commissioning in military. And you don't do that in military. If you check, he's from major down. These are the people who were affected. There was so much discontent in the military because of favored unmerited promotion, unmerited commissioning. That was what culminated to January 1966 coup. They don't tell you this part of the story. Do you know that there was a TV riot in Benue? There was a TV riot in Benue. And the garrison commander in Makode was one Igbo man, a major. Something Anuforo. TV were protesting Sharia. They said they don't want to live under Sharia. Ahmadu Bello ordered this major in Makode garrison that he should shoot protesters on the spot. Civilians that are not armed, he said they should shoot them. The Igbo major refused. He disobeyed the order. Ahmadu Bello ordered this Igbo major to be arrested. He put them inside prison. They not tell you that. They not tell you that story. In addition to all the commissioning he was commissioning, him and Tafa Belewa were commissioning people when no get school start into the military. If it were you where you go school, you go Defense Academy, somebody when no get school start come become your guy, how will you feel? They are the people that organized that coup that killed him. Where they are not telling us they killed Tafawa, they did not kill Nibo, they did not kill this one, they did not kill them. Tell me why that terrorist should not be killed. I am telling my Igbo bro, if they tell you say you kill them is Igbo coup, chest it, yes, you kill him. Tafawa Belewa deserve to be killed 10 times. Ahmadu Bello supposed to be killed because of the atrocity of what they committed. They said, yeah, they killed this one. They didn't kill this one. They killed them. Are you going to kill Michael Ockman that was growing Eastern economy at 9%? What offense did he do? You're going to kill somebody who is industrializing that become the fastest growing economy in the world. A place that is racing ahead of Korea, racing ahead of Brazil. You will leave terrorists, people who are trying to Islamize Nigeria. Something you should be celebrating that Ahmadu Bello was killed. It's a cause of celebration that those boys were brave enough to say, we can't want this nonsense to continue. It should be celebrated that those boys were brave enough to kill Ahmadu Bello and kill Tafawa Balewa. For the foundation they are laying that is creating problem in the Nigerian system. This is the story, the renge-rang. I mean to tell you, even though the coup was not an Igbo coup, we know it wasn't. IBB just said it, that it was not an Igbo coup. Check the people who are in corner. Check the people who are lower rank, from captain down. Check them. They are mostly non-Igbos. These are the people that were affected by the policy of no merit commissioning. You'll be commissioning somebody when you get school start ahead of you in the military. Me, we go defense academy, spend 4 years before I come now. The person is already captain, whereas I'm second lieutenant. Tell me how that will ring same way. That is why they plotted that coup to kill these two people, both Amadou Bello and Tafa Balewa. Now it was system Igbo senior officers that stopped the coup. If Igbo have them friend, if you notice that all the Igbos who are from lieutenant colonel and above did not participate, do you know why? They were not affected by this no merit system. They were the people that were commissioned before independence. And there's no way they could allow Nzogu to succeed. Because if they allow Nzogu to succeed, a lot of them who are lieutenant colonels, brigadier, they will be retired. They will be repaired. So that was why they had no hand. They don't know what those boys were doing. They were grieving junior officers that were affected by policy. That was why they stopped them and arrested them. All of you run around, twisted the story. Britain helped them twist the story that it was an Igbo coup. They killed Northern leader. They did not kill Igbo leader. Without knowing the background of what is happening, that these people they killed are terrorists. Tafawa Balewa is a terrorist. He's a terrorist. Amadou Bello is a terrorist and deserve to be killed. Because they were reversing everything Igbo were doing and making Nigeria horrible. So know that very well. See, they are not telling you the true story of Nigeria. I'm telling you guys. You guys should learn to know the true story of Nigeria. Everything they told you about Igbo is a lie. The earlier this country separates and we get to live truthful life.
Did you hear the part of TV riot? I forgot the minutes. TV riot.
College that the man should reserve 10. Went and told them to trade them in 6 months. These are the people who are affected. There was so much discontent in the military because of favored unmerited promotion, unmerited commissioning. That was what communicated to General in 1966 school. They don't tell you this part of the story. Do you know that there was a TV riot?
Now listen.
In Benue. There was a TV riot in Benue. And the garrison commander in Makode was one Igbo man, a major. Something Anuforo. TV were protesting Sharia. They said they don't want to live under Sharia.
The same thing that is happening now. This is Sharia issue, Sharia. Back then, people were protesting against Sharia. Then, you see? So, it is not something that just happened now. For the time of Usman Dan Fodio, it had been in their mind. TV people have protested against Sharia in the past. TV people are part of Benue State, right? They are part of Benue State. But today, a Benue man is bragging on how they buy Igbo people. But let's hear from him to know what happened during that protest. What exactly happened? Because it happened that the Igbo people are the one that actually stopped them. Because Amadou Bello, as a prime minister, ordered them to buy TV people to buy those protesters. This is not the first time that Northerners are going against anybody protesting. Now, hear this.
Amadou Bello ordered this major in Makode garrison that he should shoot protesters on the spot. Civilians that are not armed, he said they should shoot them. The Igbo major refused. He disobeyed the order. Amadou Bello ordered this Igbo major to be arrested. He put them inside prison. They not tell you that story. In addition to all the commissioning he was commissioning, him and Tafawa Balewa were commissioning.
Now, after the Igbo major, who happened to be in charge of that part of Nigeria, Benue, TV people, refused to buy innocent people protesting, and he paid dearly by sending him in prison. Amadou Bello, arrest him and put him in jail for refusing to commit a crime. Then during the Civil War, when the whole thing now matured that people want to go, TV people blocked Igbo people on the way and slaughtered them. And that is why they are now bragging. They bragged about it, like the video that we played here last time. I don't know if I've deleted that video. That is so annoying, very, very annoying video. But let's continue.
People will not get school start into the military. If it were you where you go school, you go defense academy, somebody will not get school start come become your guy. How will you feel? They are the people that organize that coup that killed him. Where they are not telling us they killed Tafawa, they did not kill neighbor, they did not kill this one, they did not kill them. Tell me why that terrorist should not be killed. I am telling my Igbo bro, if they tell you say you kill them is Igbo coup, chest it, yes, you kill him. Tafawa Belewa deserve to be killed 10 times. Amadou Bello supposed to be killed because of that.
Anyway, for the sake of the owner of the platform, we don't promote violence. This is his own opinion. He's just making his own opinion. He don't represent us. He just saying his own opinion. So killing or not killing, we don't support any killing. We don't support any violence. He's just making his own opinion. He don't represent anybody. Okay.
Atrocity of what they committed. They say, yeah, they killed this one. They didn't kill this one. They killed them. Are you going to kill Michael Okpa that was growing Eastern economy at 9%? What offense did he do? You're going to kill somebody who is industrializing, that become the fastest growing economy in the world. A place that is racing ahead of Korea, racing ahead of Brazil. You will leave terrorists, people who are trying to Islamize Nigeria. Something you should be celebrating that Amadou Bello was killed. It's a cause of celebration that those boys were broad enough to say, we can't want this nonsense to continue. It should be celebrated that those boys were brave enough to kill Amadou Bello and kill Tafawa Balewa. For the foundation they are laying, that is creating problem in the Nigerian system.
All right. Like I said, we don't promote killing or any crime or any violence at all. He just made his own opinion, his own take. He just speaks his own mind, not anybody's mind here. All right. So I think we have come to an end of this live broadcast. This is 2 hours, 17 minutes to the program. So I think we have come to an end. And I believe you must have grabbed 1 or 2 things, especially from this last video. Like I said, I'll be playing it, often. Hopefully, if I remember that, because sometimes we don't remember to do what we're supposed to do. Because I'm actually looking for a video of that Benue guy. I don't know if I still have it here on my system. Let me see. Have I deleted it? Because that video is so annoying to keep. So irritating video. I don't think I still have it here. Let me see. Have I deleted that video? Well, that guy was yapping nonsense. He was saying all manner of nonsensical things. Let me. I don't know if it's this one. Reason why Fulanis people are the problem. I'm trying to look for that. Just bear with me. Let me see if I can get that video. Or should I just play from my own reaction? I think I downloaded that video. What the guy said is so irritating. Maybe you have watched it from this platform because I have it here. Okay, maybe you have watched it. Let me see if I can bring Mazen there. What is Amechi goes there? Kai, please save the video just in case they delete it. This is an important history fact. No, I have downloaded. You can see that now. I'm not sharing it. This is already with me, my brother, or my Nelson. Is already with me. It's very, very important.
Where would I wait for? And if we start again, we go see where would I be now? Yes. If we start again, we go see West. What you say? Because if you go to Babona, be like Ram.
All right, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. I believe you heard what that man was saying. You can hear what he said. this Benue man bragging how they died Igbo people during the Nigerian Biafran war. This is the reason why you, as an Igbo speaking person, why you need to go to your house, sit down, talk to yourself. Every tribe, big or small, in Nigeria is not your friend. Those of them that claim they are your friend, they need to prove that to you. You see, the problem about our people is that we don't know what happened to our fathers. We don't even know what happened to our great-grandfather. Those that know chose to turn away from the truth. This is my first time of hearing this story. And after watching the video, I have never remained the same. Those of you that know me here know that I'm not a preacher of violence or criminality. I don't preach for war. I don't believe in violence. But I don't believe in violence, but I don't also buy the idea of being a coward. I don't. Even in marriage, I am advocate of separation when need be. If you married a man, a woman, or you married a woman, if you married a man or you married a woman, doesn't matter your gender. Once the marriage and union is no longer peaceful, once your life is under threat, oh, I want to keep my marriage. I don't want to suffer. Maybe I don't want my children to suffer. I don't want my family to laugh at me. Oh, my schoolmates, they will laugh at me. Then you paid with your life in that marriage. You are the most stupid, useless woman ever. That those your children will suffer when you are not here. But they may suffer and you're still here, and you help them to help them. You help them to come out from the sufferness. But if you are in the marriage and before you know it, your life is being threatened, it's expected of you to leave, pack your load and leave. It is not do or die affair. Anybody telling you otherwise is actually not your friends. If it's not your friend, because marriage shouldn't be do or die affair. Now, these people, I believe they are having normal conversation. This is an Igbo guy, probably from Ebonyi State. This one is from Benue. This blood-sucking demon here is from Benue. And before I move forward, like the video and share it, please. Very, very important. The title says the reason why Fulani are killing Benue people. In this life, there are some people or some group of people that you don't hurt them, you don't waste their blood and get away with it. It's a matter of time. It will be counting. Your own will be wasted as well. After watching this video is just about 1 minute plus. But believe you me, I will never ever advocate for anything Benue killing. Fulani want to take it, let them take it. Yes. If Fulani want to take Benue State, please let them take it. I can never pity for, even if they are burying 3,000 a day in Benue State, I will never ever pity them. Then it is well deserved. And if you are an Igbo person trying to fight for their justice and all these things, you actually, the God of our land may fight against you. Because you may not know, let's say the one you did before, you did it unknowingly. That's why I wanted to share this video. The one you did before, you did it unknowingly. Let them face the consequences squarely. Just like people from Plateau, where Gowon come from, where he said that his hometown. Just go and check about Gowon's hometown. You just see it for yourself. I'm not going to say anything. In this life, it's not only applicable on the Igbo tribe alone. Do not get your hands on the blood of the innocent. If you do, you may do it and think you get away. Your children will pay dearly. It is very, very simple. Some of you that are getting yourself involved in buying of people, you are killing innocent. That's why when I see some of them, hanging among the can, he's the one that causes it. You are saying that bragging that you know road, you know who know the government of the day. Your children will suffer. And when they suffer, when the suffer come, when they're suffering, you that know the consequences that they are going through, you know the genesis of their problem, you know the root of their pain, and you get involved to save them, it will transfer also to you, knowingly and unknowingly. You may not know, but it will transfer to you. So for you to be on the same side, now that we are hearing about what Benue people did to Igbo tribe, and you are an Igbo person, you think that it will happen to you. You see the reason why sometimes it's not good to help people, because you don't know what those ones have committed that attract such punishment. A tribe who brag the tied Igbo people. It's not as if Igbo people and Benue have fought war, like gauge themselves one-on-one. They sneak hide under the Nigerian umbrella to buy Igbos. These idiots here don't even know that people from Benue are clamoring for them to be carved to join Biafra. And I will use my platform and kick against it. It doesn't matter who supports it. I will use my platform and kick against it. Benue people should get away from anything Biafra. You don't know the business in me. Maybe you don't know. But before you judge me, let's watch this video once again. Just before you judge me. Because I know some of you will be, oh, Kai Report, are you the one? I am the one. And hear this and tell me how you feel after hearing it. Listen.
You can't go to your bed without passing for it. You can't go to your bed without passing for it. Are you not seeing? During Biafra war, we West. Now, why would I West? And if we start again, we will see West. Yes. If we start again, we will see West. Because if you go to Mabona, be like Ram. Be like Ram. Capital, there are still more than if not to say that pity, carry governor to give the mind. No, minister. No, I'm talking about what I'm saying. Okay, what I say. If not the man that became governor, out of pity. Okay. Because if it is by voting, you people don't even have one. So what are you implying? No, I'm telling you that if not that, say, America, people will pity them. Okay. Okay. No, because I'm not going to decide for that. No, it's not true. All the people they say, no, that is all the people they say, no, what I'm telling you, from there, make a make up. From make a make up. Now by show what? All the guys when they say from office to office in Lagos State, and for the people, that's not true. You go buy, you buy 100 naira for mother to make for 20 naira. You go pay the entire content. Nobody cannot say that. Nobody cannot say that. Highest donor.
Okay, now I'm going to play it again so that it will sink in your mind very, very well. This guy, you can hear what he's trying to say. They pity the people to give them Omai because he's very, very ignorant of what he's doing. But the only thing that triggered my anger, that hurt me so much, is this bragging. How do you buy the Igbo people? That the Igbo people don't have any other way, any other road to go to their home. They have to pass Benue. That during the Biafran war, anybody coming down from north, once they get to Benue, they waste them. No offense, no problem. They waste. So today, Fulanis are wasting you. And long may it continue. I swear down, if you left for me now, any Igbo person that is helping Benue people to have whatever they let them face this battle square, they deserve what is going on. And then I know nothing happened for other people. It's always good for you to know you see, this life we are living in is it's being controlled by spirit. You don't know the anger of people these people wasted during that time that actually guard what is going on in their life. Of all the time, what the community in Nigeria, Benue people in the south, in the south, not south, in the south, which comprises of Yoruba land, eastern part and south, right? Then Benue, they said they are not. I don't know how they are not. I don't know about it, but they are very close to south. They are, in fact, they're almost in eastern part. You can put your one leg in Benue and put another one in Soka, which is the Enugu state. They are just the sheer border. They are buying them with iniquity. This idiot here was not born during the Afghan war. They told him, imagine a story that your father told you, bragging, because they brag, man. What he's saying now is, you can see it, even looking away to fight the guy next to him, because that is what they do. You can see his eyes is turning blood already, because Igbo man is close to you. Asams of God did the same thing. He claimed that he has blood in him, Igbo blood in him, but he bragged on how they buy Igbo people. Yorubas are bragging on how they starve Igbo people. Calabar, like Nsima, is bragging how Igbo people have been punished, and every tribe will have these people. This hate. Do you understand? But when you get anything that has to do with what happened in 1960 to 1967, that one is a blow. It kind of it's just like when you hit somebody below the belt. That is the height of it, or that's the breaking point. And if you think that does not matter to you, it matters to me a lot. And honestly, watch. You know, you can't go to your state without passing Kogi, without passing Benue. What does that mean? That is my video before. I just want you to hear that a little bit, because hearing what this my brother said here.
This is the story, the ring-around. To all
what he said here about TV riot. TV is part of Benue State. TV is part of Benue State. This nonsense that Fulanis are doing in Yoruba land during 1960s, 1967, before 1967, okay, before the war, Igbos are the one stopping Fulani. Tafawa Balewa wanted to use Igbo to deal with Yoruba and other tribes. Igbo said no. They now sneak back to work with Westerners, Yorubas, to now deal with Igbos. Of course, with the British, who have a long-aged history or long-aged hate on Igbo people. You know, they don't have, among every tribe, Igbos is the problem to Britain. Why? Because they know what they know. TV rioters of that time protesting that they don't want Sharia, because they wanted to bring Sharia to TV people. Why not to East? You may ask. But they already want to use, Atafa Balewa want to use that to, you know, Britain know those things. So they know what Tafa Balewa wants as a Christian country that they claim they are, the originator of Anglican Communion. What happened? They don't care as long as whoever in charge will allow them to take natural resources. The religion one back was your. They came as a missionary. Religion doesn't work. If you got a problem now, are you seeing it? Now, the same Igbo man refused to help them to bring jihad to TV people. Then after saving them, the same way they save people, I don't know, you know, it's good to keep all those videos, because I watched one of the Nigerian, one of the military then in Nigeria, who happened to be an Igbo person, who was in charge of Southwest. He said that during those time of Tafa Balewa and Co, that he opened the barrack for Yoruba people to seek refuge in the barrack, while Tafa Balewa and under his regime were looking for a way to slaughter the Yoruba people. The same people who actually carried out the coup after a lot of grievances on how Tafawa Balewa is, according to the history that this brother just told us, that the man used his political position as a prime minister to, cut and join the process, just to favor his tribe. And those officers were directly affected because they're also in the army. You rank people who don't have merit, who don't have what they take, who do not even go through the process. You put them in a higher rank than those who have gone through all those things, and you expect peace. That for you to see the audacity in these people, they believe they can do and undo. Then after all those things, you expect people to just full hand and watch. The agenda is to remove them and release Awolowo in the prison, so Awolowo will now become prime minister. Not Ezekiel, who happened to be take the first position after the election. Awolowo, who happened to be the third, will now be the Igbo officers have that in mind, and they worked to achieve it. But the same Yoruba turn against those officers and begin to call it Igboki. For real, even from now till tomorrow, they will still believe that it's Igboki. They did not mention this part of the history of what is Tafawa Balewa and Ahmadu Bello actually did that provoked those officers. If you ask them, how is he Igbo officer, they started mentioning Major Chukwumakadina Zogo and all the names that but these are just the commanders. What about the other foot soldiers that carried out this attack? Who are there? They are from different parts. Because not only these few people that conduct that coup with that other soldiers. No, these are just the leaders. The name that is out there are supposed to be leaders and commanders. The other full soldiers who are there Igbo also? That's also. And who actually stopped the coup? Because the coup was on, right? The counter coup, who carried it out? Ojukwu. Or the Ojukwu, what do you know? And other Igbo officers. They're the one that stopped the coup. So it is not Igbo coup that Igbo people stopped. And you have been punished for that. That the case of Sokoto. Anyway, you know what happened and you know the outcome. I don't want to go further. Yes, the video, like some of you saying that you should save the video. The video is well saved. We have it here. Okay, and I actually have the link where I got the video from. So there's no need to worry about it. The guy who made the video did not say it just because he's afraid. Does he sound like someone who's afraid? You can hear him calling it, spelling it out, pouring out in his mind. Anyway, please let me know what you think about all this. Because so far, God bless you. Good night to you, and see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.
Mother,
Baba,